inspire a great awakening within our soul. This awakening comes from the reminder that the eclipse brings. By becoming aware of what is happening above, we subconsciously and spiritually mind the action here below. It shows us the power of the moon it has over the sun, and the ability the light has to overcome the darkness. In the end, it is the dance of balance between the two powerful cosmic forces. These are the same forces that live within us. It is the new moon. It is a time to create your visions, setting new intentions and goals. It is a time of a new cycle and bringing focus to awareness on positive and loving intentions. Raise your frequency and allows you to create that which you dream about. Start fresh and positive. You might feel inspired to start an adventure or explore something new because the new moon is in Sagittarius. This month is about searching and seeking for some truth in your life and expanding your worldview. The new moon represents a kind of blank state and a fresh start for each month. It is important to approach these few days with conscious attention because they will influence the rest of the month for you.
Eclipses are associated with endings, the closing of a door, the realization that something is over. Given me, there is much we'd hope coming to an end, yet our endings may not be what we expect. Misshifts of the Gemini moon and the strong presence of Neptune point to a certain level of surprise. Although the tone of this full moon is mixed, combining mutable, fixed, cardinal placements, Gemini can be very quick indeed. So we are in a mysterious time regarding to time itself. It is possible we might see fairly quickly that something in our lives is ending or needs to end. It is also likely that our experience of this moon will unfold over a much longer time. Where the presence of magicians and sorcerers, witches and serpents, this will be a shadow on the moon. We are already fascinated. This is how many astrologers feel. There is so much that has happened this year, and so much more is still to come when you look at the stars. But in reality, never forget, the stars do not make your life. You make your life. So remember, no matter how crazy it all seems, no matter what happens, life is what you make of it. So make the best you can, because I have faith that it's going to get better. The following inserts all come from the internet, mostly from Wikipedia. And the tree of life is truly a symbol. It's a symbol that it can be found in every religion, in every culture around the globe. I have yet to find one, and I have been to many. And I have learned about many that does not have the symbol of the tree of life in one form or another. People say it is referenced in the Bible. Judaism is highly about it. The Celts, the Druids, though the tarot, every card relates to the tree of life in one stage or another. To me personally though, I've always thought of it in simple terms, I guess, is as above, so below, as within, so without. And that's what I think of when I see the tree. It is life, all life. It is the representation of everything that is physical and everything that is not, everything that is in our world and everything that is not. If you are interested in the tree of life, I suggest you research it and all the different religions and cultures and their beliefs around it. It is highly, highly interesting to see how each person in each culture has thought about this tree. Every root has a meaning, every leaf has a meaning. And I did not put a picture here of what the tree of life is usually symbolized as, because I think the symbol should be personal. Each one of us should use our personal symbol for what we believe it is truly about. For it is truly a personal concept and a personal way of looking at things and thinking of life in a whole new way. I hope this helps you get the basics of it. What you should be focusing on releasing right now is your fear and seeing things in a new way. You've got the protection guardian. Drop your shields. You are divinely protected. There's nothing to worry for. You have Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. Your spirit guides are not going to let you go the way you're not supposed to. It doesn't work that way. It's going to be okay. You have repair. This is talking about repairing and mending relationships in oneself. You have the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Four of Swords. In this situation, it talks to me about... I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but with the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords, I see that you have started to use your expression and you've started to see things in a new light. You're looking at the world in a different way. You're coming out of a hard time and you're now at a time of rest, a time of peace, a time where you're just putting all the things together to get ready to the next phase in your life. So, trust in your ancestors, trust in the divine, trust in your spirit guides, trust in your angels, and release what needs to be released. Release your fear, release your thoughts and things from the past. Let go of old thoughts and old ideas and stigmatas holding you back. You got a lot of cards. I didn't mean to take this many. And you got a peaceful revolution from the angel guides, which I didn't even want that deck. It just flew out at me, so I took it. So there's going to be a peaceful resolution to whatever's bothering you. You have Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. Magic is everywhere. It is in everything. You know, when we're a child, our imagination is our best friend. And magic is in everything we see. And we're open to new things and new thoughts. And that's what Spirit's wanting you to do. You have Distant Thunder. Clear the air. Beginning a new cycle. First light. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. This is all talking about cleansing, and you can do a cleansing just by putting the intention out there when you take your shower or your bath. You know, this is going to cleanse me inside and out, And, when you're bathing, watch the soap bubbles in your mind, putting the, icky, dirty, nasty things away. And watch them all drain down the drain when you pull the plug or as it goes in the shower. And that's all it really takes. But, being around other water, if you can, helps. Preferably natural water. You can also try Reiki healing. That, cleansing and renewing your chakras really helps with this. And the last thing you have is choosing your path. Just about all of us are trying to figure out what our path is in all of this right now and everything that's going on. And the divine has taught you to remember, when you look to choose your path, everything is possible. Your card says, choose your path, all is possible. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring, and you never know what will happen. I mean, I had third-degree burns as a child, and I had to learn how to rewalk. And the doctors told my mom, well, she might walk, but she'll never run, she'll never skip, she'll never jump. I was 12 years old. I'm now a disabled veteran, and, I was in the Army, and I'm retired. I got my full retirement. That means I did my whole term. And I was fine. And I still walk to this day. It's a matter of how much you want it, and to know that it's possible. Anything is possible if you want it enough. But it's the real problem, and the real thing we all get caught up in, is how hard are you willing to work for that thing? That's what stops everyone from getting to their true potential. That and fear. The first card, two cards you have, both have butterflies on them. The first one says the soul. Butterflies to me have always been my ancestors trying to talk to me. But they also talk about transformation and transforming into something different and better. And we all are being activated, and we are all transforming at this time. So they're asking you to be aware that you're changing, but you're changing for the better. You have the sacred Eclipse. This is all about learning, higher consciousness. Keep learning. You have the star breathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission activated. Like I said, you're being activated at this time. You have the oracle. Wait for important information. A snake may be important to you with this, or it may come from a surprising source. Opportunity is coming for you. You just need to wait for it, but you need to shift your perceptions so that way you take it when it comes. All that glitters is gold. Actually, it says all that glitters, but there's gold everywhere. You might have a bad association with money. You may think that the rich are mean or greedy. You may be striving to be rich, and that's not your purpose or your path. You may think that money will fix everything. In any of these areas, Spirit is saying you are wrong, and you need to rethink how you think about money and wealth. All money is fun. It gives us new opportunities. And then you have not for you. Something you've been wanting is not where you're supposed to be, and you know it deep down inside. You know what's for you and what's for not. You're not like everyone else. You're special. You're unique. You're divinely you. Understand that. Know that. I'm really thinking about just calling this card Coincidences. Serendipity. Okay, we all know I can't pronounce it, so I try it, okay? But what this card is talking about is you are luckier than you think you are. Your angels and divine and spirit guides are trying to guide and lead you, and you're not seeing what they're trying to show you. Look at the time of the clock. Pay attention to what they're saying. They're trying to help you. Milk and honey. Milk and honey is all about, it's like the 10 of cups. It's the best there is. But what I see in this is, when you look at the card, I don't see money anywhere on this card. I see an elephant having the time of his life, enjoying himself and rainbows and sunshine. And I think what they're trying to tell you in this is that you're gonna have everything you need and you want, and you don't have to worry about it. But it doesn't have to be famous, rich, and happy. You can be very happy and not have a whole lot. That's all I got for you guys for this reading. I hoped it helped. Till next time. An amulet. So it symbolizes an amulet in many cultures. Well, what exactly is an amulet? And talismans, and what are those? And what does it really mean? Cameos come in many colors, in many shapes and forms. Through the ages they have changed many times. They're becoming more, they come in and out of fashion. They're becoming more popular now again. I almost didn't tell you what the story is behind this particular cameo. And to me, it's not just a cameo, it's an amulet. It's a very personal story, and it covers a lot of my past. But I thought I would share it with you today, because I think its meaning is important, not just to me, but to those who pick it. And I want you to know why it's so important to me. And I thought it might be a good way for you to get to know me a little better. So if you keep watching, we will start the story, and we will also go into amulets, the evil eye, and what they really mean, and how they protect us, or how they don't protect us. This might be a very long story, and it has many other little stories in it. The story kind of covers most of my life and most of my childhood. So get a cup of tea, get something to eat, curl up with a warm blanket, and enjoy. And while I tell the story, on the screen, I'll tell you about amulets and the truth of them, and about the evil eye. I don't really know where to start. I guess I'll begin with the day I was born. A couple days, maybe a week or two, I'm not really sure, before I was born, my grandmother's mother passed away. As a child, I had a very hard childhood, and I used to meditate, daydream, go into the astral a lot. And there was this woman, and I'll never forget her. She helped me so much. She always smelled like lavender and chamomile right after it rains. And she used to help me, and she helped me by teaching me how to shield myself. I'm an empath. She taught me how to put shields up. She taught me how to take them down. She taught me how to dream walk. She taught me all kinds of stuff as a child, okay? And if she came into my room right now, I would know her presence. I would know how she felt and how she smelled instantly, okay? As a child, I thought she was my grandmother who passed away. And I can't tell you that I know what her face looked like in the astral. I remember a body, and I remember smells, and it felt like a grandmother's love kind of feeling to it. And I was a very young child. Okay, fast forward to when I'm about 12 years old. At 12 years old, I poured gasoline on hot coals. I know, it's not smart. It was a long time ago. There's a big old story about it, but this story is not that story. And anyway, I ended up with third-degree burns on over 90% of my body. And I ended up in the hospital, and I spent 9 months in the hospital on a morphine drip the entire time. I even went home on morphine. So I was highly, highly drugged up. But I had a vision while I was in the hospital. I saw this woman, and there were all these people at the bottom of my bed. And there was this woman, and she came to the front before all these other people did. And I recognized her as my grandmother's mother. I had seen photos of her at my grandma's house. She has one photo of her, and I remember seeing it. And she came over to my bed, and she held my hand, and she sat down next to me, and she kissed me on my forehead. And this necklace, this exact cameo, is what hit me in the face when she kissed me on the forehead. And I said, "What's that?" And she said, "Don't worry, one day you will see." And she said, "Now, all this fuss for nothing. You are going to be just fine. Now stop it." And she patted my hand, and she went away. And I woke up, and it's the only vision I had when I was in the hospital. And yes, I saw kooky, crazy things on morphine, okay? My real grandmother gave me a card, and it had a rainbow on it, and I saw like fairies floating around with this card and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't see crap, okay? And I didn't think much of it at the time, okay? I put it off towards, well, I'm on all these drugs, yada, yada, yada. Now, mind you, I have been a medium, and I have been an oracle, and I have been a seer all of my life, as long as I can remember. In fact, I would even attempt to say that I was stronger as a child than I am now. Anyway, and it runs in my family. Lots of my family has this. So anyway, move up to 16 years of age, and I attempted suicide by drinking a whole bottle of vodka with a whole 90-day supply of Elavelle. And I died. I was dead on the table for exactly an hour. But while I was dead, right before I had a vision of my grandmother coming to me and putting this necklace on my neck. And she said, "It's here to protect you. It's going to protect you." And I went, "Yeah, okay, whatever." and I died. And I woke up, and once again, that's a story for another time. But later, when I turned 18, my grandmother opened up a drawer and found this exact necklace in it. And she handed it to me, and it had my grandmother's handwriting, my great-grandmother's handwriting on the box. And it said my entire name, and it was dated on my 18th birthday, which is the day my grandmother found it. And when she picked it up, all the diamonds fell out of it. There used to be diamonds all the way around it. And in my vision, when I died, when she put it on me, all the diamonds fell out of the necklace. And she gave it to me for my 18th birthday. And I've had it ever since. And is it magical? I don't know. Is it real? Absolutely not. It's fake. It's completely fake jewelry. It's costume. You know, why did my great-grandmother want me to have it? I don't know. I may never know. You know, that's sometimes the way things are. But she did, and I do. And I keep it because it reminds me that I'm protected by my family and my ancestors. And they are protecting me from things that I can't protect myself from because I don't know they're there. And that's what ancestors do, is they protect us from things that we need help with on other realms that we can't see, that could be affecting the energies with us in this realm. So when I see this necklace, I think of protection. But it means a lot to me. And yeah, through the years, I've wondered, you know, maybe I met a master on the astral as a child. Maybe that wasn't really my grandmother. Maybe it was an alien from other galaxies. I don't know. I may never know. But I do know that I am grateful to this entity or spirit, and I owe them so much for everything they have taught me over the years. And if I could say so, I would tell them thank you and give them a hug, and I would cry in their arms. But so that's my story. And are talismans and amulets real? I don't know. I think what you believe you make real. You know, when you have a star on the sheriff back in the old Western days, they would tell you that their star was magical and kept them safe and protected them. But was the star really magical, or was their faith in it what made it magical? Placebos can be such a strong thing in this world. But whether amulets are right or wrong, and whether they really work, and talismans, does it really matter? What matters is what you believe in, and how you make that belief work for you to help you in your life today and tomorrow. When I see this many wands, the first thing I think about is you need to be more active and take control of your life rather than letting it happen to you. You are in a position where you've been trying to figure out what to do, and you've been stuck between listening to your mother or your father or society or any of those hereof. And you've been trying to balance out what you want, what they want, and trying to make it all work. And it's been making you very, very emotional. and you feel like you're fighting yourself and fighting all the time and getting nowhere. And you need to release this. It's time to let go of what society and others want for you, of you, with you. It's time to learn to be just you. And I know people say, oh, be the authentic version of yourself. And how many of us go, what even is that? I don't know. Think about when you were a kid. Go back to what makes you happy. That is your true self. That is who you truly are. Travel in a new direction. This is all about trying new things, trying to figure out, like a child, like an adolescent, like teenage, trying new things for the first time and trying to figure out, are they for you? Spirit is suggesting you do this. A change in the wind. Change is coming, whether we want it to or not. And eclipse season and new moons, full moons, they're all about change. Change is all part of life. It happens all the time. Learn to go with the flow of it. Be at peace when you do this, and it'll be okay. A message in a bottle and chop wood. A message in a bottle means your spirit guides or ancestors or the divine or angels are going to send you a message. They're going to help you. They have your hand. They are guiding you through this. Just keep working at it. What is guiding or helping you at this time? You are getting messages through social media, through newspapers, written messages, books. So pay attention to those things. They're leading you and guiding you. You might see something in a paper or a book or on a comment or on a post that's really going to help you. You are learning to balancing out your emotions. They're helping you to balance your emotions, and you're getting over this time of depression. Whether it's just a season or a thought pattern, negative thoughts, all of that together. You are moving on to new opportunities. You have something new and wonderful coming into your life. You are learning to walk away from things that no longer serve you, and you are getting ready for new beginnings. The Page of Cups reversed, the Five of Cups upright, and the Five of Pentacles. Spirit and the divine and your angels and ancestors are asking you to quit listening to other people, to learn when it is time to walk away when something is for you and when something is not, and to quit worrying about money and what others think.